In the profound wisdom of Paramahansa Yogananda lies a simple yet transformative practice that requires nothing more than 2 minutes of your time before surrendering to sleep. This ancient technique, rooted in the deepest understanding of human consciousness and spiritual development, holds the power to fundamentally reshape not only the quality of your sleep but the very fabric of your life. The beauty of this practice rests in its simplicity and accessibility, making it available to anyone regardless of their spiritual background, religious belief, or life circumstances. What makes this approach so revolutionary is its recognition that the moments immediately before sleep are not merely a transition into unconsciousness, but rather a gateway to profound spiritual transformation and the manifestation of a life filled with purpose, peace, and fulfillment. Before we begin, if you enjoy this video, give me a like, comment below about your thought and hit subscribe button so you don't miss any video inspired by Yogananda's teaching. Thank you very much. Yogananda taught that the human mind is most receptive during the twilight state between wakefulness and sleep, what scientists today call the hypnagogic state. During these precious moments, the conscious mind begins to relax its grip on your thoughts and emotions, creating a unique window of opportunity where the subconscious becomes more accessible and responsive. Unlike the daytime hours when our rational mind filters and questions every thought, the mind approaching sleep operates with less resistance and skepticism. This is precisely why Yogananda emphasized that the thoughts and feelings you cultivate in these final 2 minutes before sleep exercise an extraordinary influence over both your subconscious mind and the circumstances that will unfold in your waking life. The quality of your sleep becomes determined by the quality of your consciousness at the moment you close your eyes, and this quality of consciousness ripples outward into your entire existence. The practice itself begins with a commitment to awareness. As you lie in bed preparing for sleep, rather than allowing your mind to wander chaotically through the events of the day or anxieties about tomorrow, you deliberately redirect your attention inward. Yogananda advocated for a conscious withdrawal of your senses from the external world, a gradual turning of your consciousness away from the body and toward the infinite presence that exists within you. This is not an act of force or strain, but rather a gentle, loving redirection of attention. You acknowledge that your body is becoming heavier, that your breath is becoming slower and more peaceful, and that with each gentle breath, you are moving closer to that state of profound rest and renewal that sleep offers. The first crucial element of this 2-minute practice involves forgiveness and the release of negativity. Yogananda taught that we cannot truly rest when we carry the burden of resentment, anger, or judgment toward ourselves or others. Therefore, he recommended that as you prepare for sleep, you consciously review the day with an attitude of forgiveness and understanding. This is not about condoning harmful actions or denying legitimate emotions, but rather about releasing the emotional charge attached to difficult situations. You might mentally acknowledge the conflicts, mistakes, or disappointments that occurred during your day, and then consciously release them, understanding that they are past and that you need not carry them into your sleep and into tomorrow. This act of forgiveness operates on multiple levels simultaneously. On the psychological level, it prevents rumination and worry from disrupting your sleep. On the spiritual level, it aligns you with the universal principle of compassion and understanding that Yogananda believed to be the foundation of a perfect life. Complementing this release of negativity is the cultivation of gratitude. Yogananda emphasized that gratitude is one of the most powerful spiritual forces available to human beings, for it attunes your consciousness to the abundance and blessings that surround you. In these final moments before sleep, you consciously reflect on the gifts that have graced your day, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant they might appear. Perhaps you experienced a moment of genuine connection with another person, enjoyed a meal that nourished your body, witnessed the beauty of nature, or simply had the opportunity to pursue work that held meaning for you. By consciously acknowledging these blessings and feeling genuine gratitude for them in the moments before sleep, you program your subconscious mind to recognize and attract more blessings into your life. Sleep becomes not an escape from life but an integration of the day's experiences into a framework of gratitude and appreciation. The second major component of Yogananda's 2-minute practice involves the affirmation and visualization of your highest aspirations and ideals. Rather than falling asleep while worrying about problems or ruminating over limitations, he taught that you should fill these precious moments with clear, positive affirmations of the life you wish to create. These affirmations are not mere positive thinking exercises, though they incorporate that element. Rather, they represent a deep alignment of your conscious will with the infinite possibilities that exist within the universe. Yogananda taught that consciousness itself is the creative force of the universe, and that by directing your consciousness toward specific intentions with conviction and feeling, you set in motion the forces that will bring those intentions into manifestation. The affirmations you use might relate to specific goals you wish to achieve, qualities you wish to develop within yourself, or circumstances you wish to attract into your life. What distinguishes Yogananda's approach from merely repeating positive statements is the emphasis on feeling and genuine conviction. It is not enough to mechanically repeat affirmations with your lips while your heart remains doubtful or your mind remains focused on obstacles. True transformation requires that you engage your entire being in the affirmation. As you repeat your chosen affirmations in those final moments before sleep, you cultivate genuine feeling behind each word. You visualize with your mind's eye the successful achievement of your goals, the manifestation of your ideals, the realization of your deepest aspirations. You allow yourself to truly feel the joy, peace, and fulfillment that would accompany the manifestation of these intentions. This engagement of feeling, conviction, and visualization creates a powerful impression upon the subconscious mind, which then works throughout the night and into your waking hours to bring these visions into reality. Yogananda also taught that this 2-minute practice should be accompanied by a specific quality of consciousness that he called divine attunement. This refers to a conscious alignment of your individual will with what he perceived as the infinite, divine will that governs all existence. In practical terms, this means that as you affirm your intentions and visualize your desired outcomes, you simultaneously release attachment to specific methods or timelines for their achievement. You hold your goals with openness and trust, understanding that there may be pathways to their fulfillment that your conscious mind cannot yet perceive. This is not passivity or lack of effort in your waking life, but rather a spiritual posture that combines decisive action with an underlying faith in the intelligence of the universe to orchestrate circumstances in your favor. As you fall asleep with this dual consciousness of intention and surrender, your subconscious mind becomes a powerful ally in the manifestation process. The third vital element of this practice involves the deliberate cultivation of peace and presence. Yogananda recognized that modern life often leaves us fragmented, our attention scattered across countless concerns and demands. The moments before sleep offer an opportunity to gather your scattered consciousness back into a state of wholeness and presence. He recommended that you consciously slow your thoughts, deepen your breathing, and anchor your awareness in the present moment. Rather than allowing your mind to race ahead to tomorrow's challenges or obligations, you practice being fully present in the reality of this moment, in the comfort of your bed, in the safety of your resting place. This cultivation of presence naturally induces a state of relaxation that facilitates deeper, more restorative sleep. Moreover, This presence creates a bridge between your waking consciousness and the deeper states of consciousness accessed during sleep, allowing for greater integration and spiritual growth. Yogananda emphasized that the quality of your sleep directly determines the quality of your waking life. When you sleep deeply and peacefully, your nervous system repairs itself, your emotional being becomes balanced, and your mind awakens refreshed and capable. Conversely, when sleep is disturbed by unresolved emotions, anxious thoughts, or spiritual disconnection, your waking life reflects this fragmentation. The 2-minute practice serves as a reset mechanism that clears away the debris of the day and prepares your consciousness for genuine restoration. It honors the wisdom of your being, which recognizes that sleep is not simply a passive state of unconsciousness but an active process of renewal and spiritual integration. Furthermore, Yogananda taught that this practice, when consistently maintained, creates a cumulative effect that extends far beyond the hours of sleep. As your sleep becomes deeper and more restorative, your daytime consciousness becomes clearer and more elevated. You find yourself naturally responding to life's challenges with greater equanimity, making decisions that align more closely with your highest values, and attracting circumstances that reflect your elevated consciousness. The 2-minute practice before sleep becomes the catalyst for an upward spiral of consciousness, where each day's elevation makes the next night's practice more profound, which in turn elevates the following day even further. Over time, this spiral of continuous elevation eventually leads to what Yogananda called a perfect life, not a life free from all difficulties or challenges, but rather a life lived in conscious harmony with your deepest nature and highest aspirations. The practice also involves a specific breathing technique that Yogananda recommended to enhance its effectiveness. He taught that breath is the bridge between body and mind, matter and spirit. By consciously regulating your breath in the moments before sleep, you regulate not only your physical body but also your mental and emotional states and your spiritual alignment. The recommended technique involves taking several deep, slow breaths, allowing the exhalation to be slightly longer than the inhalation. This naturally activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the branch of your nervous system responsible for rest and restoration. With each exhale, you consciously release tension, worry, and resistance. With each inhale, you draw in peace, clarity, and divine presence. This simple yet powerful technique transforms your breathing from an unconscious automatic process into a conscious spiritual practice that bridges the gap between your ordinary waking consciousness and the deeper states accessed in sleep. Yogananda also recognized that the practice of these 2 minutes before sleep is not separate from the rest of your life but rather an integral part of a holistic spiritual path. He taught that a perfect life is built upon the foundation of several essential elements: truthfulness in all dealings, non-violence in thought and deed, sexual ethics and the conservation of your vital energies, non-attachment to material possessions and outcomes, and a continuous connection to the infinite source of all existence. The 2-minute practice before sleep serves to reinforce and deepen your commitment to these principles. As you review your day with forgiveness, as you cultivate gratitude for blessings received, as you align your will with your highest aspirations, you are literally training your consciousness to embody these principles more fully. The practice becomes a form of inner education, where night after night you are teaching your subconscious mind to value what is true, to honor what is sacred, and to perpetually reach toward what is divine. In the modern world, where sleep disorders are epidemic and anxiety disorders are pandemic, Yogananda's simple 2-minute practice offers a natural, non-pharmaceutical approach to genuine rest and peace. Unlike sleeping pills, which artificially suppress consciousness, this practice works with the natural rhythms and capacities of your mind and spirit. It requires no equipment, no special environment, and no significant time investment. Yet despite its simplicity, its effects can be profound and life-changing. The consistent practice of these 2 minutes creates a foundation of inner peace and spiritual alignment that supports every other aspect of your life. As you contemplate implementing this practice, Yogananda would encourage you to approach it with sincerity and consistency. Do not expect dramatic overnight transformations, though sometimes such experiences do occur. Rather, recognize this as a long-term investment in the quality of your consciousness and the trajectory of your life. The changes that result from this practice often unfold gradually, like the slow brightening of dawn. You may notice first that your sleep feels deeper and more refreshing. Gradually, you may observe that you wake with greater clarity and a more positive frame of mind. Over time, you may find that the challenges that once seemed overwhelming become navigable, that opportunities seem to appear more frequently, and that your life begins to reflect more accurately your deepest values and aspirations. This unfolding is the natural result of a consciousness that has been trained through consistent practice to align with truth, to cultivate gratitude, to hold clear intentions, and to remain connected to the infinite source of all goodness. The promise of Yogananda's teaching is that within each human being lies unlimited potential for growth, healing, and transformation. This potential is not reserved for the spiritually advanced or the intellectually gifted, but is available to every person regardless of circumstances. The 2-minute practice before sleep is a simple yet profound method for activating this potential and directing it toward the creation of a perfect life. A perfect life, in Yogananda's understanding, is not about the accumulation of external possessions or achievements, though these may naturally follow from elevated consciousness. Rather, it is about the attainment of inner peace, the expression of your highest nature, the alignment of your individual will with the infinite will of the universe, and the continuous experience of connection to the sacred source of all existence. This perfect life becomes possible, he taught, through the consistent practice of spiritual disciplines, and foremost among these is the sanctification of sleep through the 2-minute practice of forgiveness, gratitude, affirmation, visualization, and conscious attunement to the infinite. In conclusion, Yogananda's 2-minute practice before sleep represents a revolution in how we approach one of the most fundamental aspects of human existence. Sleep need not be a passive surrender to unconsciousness, but can become an active, conscious participation in your spiritual growth and the manifestation of your highest vision for your life. By dedicating just 2 minutes each night to the practices of forgiveness, gratitude, affirmation, visualization, and divine attunement, you set in motion forces that will gradually transform not only the quality of your sleep but the very substance of your waking life. The perfect life that Yogananda promised becomes not a distant dream but an increasingly lived reality, built one peaceful night and one conscious morning at a time. This is the extraordinary power of these 2 simple minutes, and this is the gift that Yogananda offers to all who are willing to receive it.